just me. You know how like somebody you angry at a kid? I'm a fighter. If I touch you in any kind of way, like buzz, I'm gonna hurt you. So it wasn't that. It was just me removing her from that situation that she didn't.
Gervonta Tank Davis has finally broken his silence on the shocking lawsuit filed against him and the latest updates surrounding his highly anticipated fight with Jake Paul. According to Tank, the allegations made against him are completely false and come from one of his ex-girlfriends, who he says is doing everything possible to destroy his career.
Is there any like positive reassuring things that maybe you can, in a situation of a fighter who's, the whole world's against them at the moment, and kind of
just stay prayed up, talk to God, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. and keep the faith. That's all that counts, and God will see you through.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Yep.
In a statement released by Davis, he said there's a clear pattern forming, with multiple exes using desperate tactics to get money from him. He said, "There's a growing trend among women I've been with, trying to get money from me. Just like before another fight, false stories start popping up. It's all lies, and I'm working with my team to clear everything up before my fight in 2 weeks. The fight is still on, and I ask everyone to respect my privacy during this time."
Just mad, and once I seen her, I grabbed her by her neck. I just told her, I grabbed her like I should, like, you gotta get out of here, type thing. Like, and I probably was wrong for doing that. I was wrong for doing that, but it wasn't so much of not me trying to hit her or.
Meanwhile, Tank's coach, Calvin Ford, told USA Today that Davis is doing just fine and that they were surprised by the lawsuit. Ford said, "He's doing great. Everything's good. We're just trying to find out what's going on." Jake Paul also spoke out, saying he and his team are reviewing the situation carefully before making any major decisions. Jake's promotion company, Most Valuable Promotions, released a statement addressing the controversy. MVP confirmed it has launched an internal investigation, saying, "We immediately initiated an investigation upon learning of the civil lawsuit filed against Gervonta Davis in Miami-Dade County. We are gathering information and will make a determination once the review is complete. We condemn any form of violence and are committed to handling this matter with diligence and respect for all involved."
Gervonta Tank Davis did something awful again, and no, it wasn't scheduling another fight with Jake Paul. He beat a woman. Again, and once again, I'm not talking about Jake Paul. If you know Tank Davis, you know he has a lot of run-ins with the law. But this is actually a civil suit over a certain criminal case that was dropped earlier.
According to court documents, the lawsuit was filed on October 30th by Davis's ex-girlfriend, Courtney Roselle. She accuses him of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Roselle, who worked as a VIP cocktail waitress at Tootsie's Gentlemen's Club, claims Davis attacked her in the early hours of October 27th, allegedly choking and dragging her through the club before beating her in the parking garage.
Movies and dressing up while watching scary movies. And lo and behold, breaking news. I just saw this here thanks to my agent Neville, who sent me this. Chris Mannix, love you, boy. That was my brother. He posted that Jake Paul is looking.
Roselle says she dated Davis privately for 5 months and that this wasn't the first time he got violent. She claims Tank threatened to kill her twice, once on September 2nd for not answering his calls, and again on September 23rd, when he allegedly assaulted her inside a Miami restaurant. Roselle says she's now suffering from severe PTSD, is under medical treatment, and fears for her life.
Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This looks really bad for him. While all the details aren't out, we know for the details from the original case, which was basically a shut case with a lot of evidence that he didn't. That, along with his prior incidents, innocent until proven guilty, but yeah, if you do.
According to ESPN, neither Davis's team nor Most Valuable Promotions has commented on whether the Jake Paul fight will still happen. Right now, it's complete silence from both camps, leaving fans wondering if history is repeating itself for Gervonta Davis.
But from my understanding, it's a civil suit. It probably could turn into worse. A woman who is a waitress at a club. So I don't know all the details. You guys can check the details, but
Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix reported that Jake Paul's camp is already preparing for a possible replacement. He revealed on X that MVP is exploring backup options for the November 14th card. If true, this could mean serious trouble for Davis, both in and out of the ring, as his legal issues continue to mount.
People are going to believe you did it this ever. So why is this coming up again? Well, now we talk about Jake Paul. There were a lot of theories that the reason the original charges got dropped, despite it being pretty clear that he was going to get convicted, was he convinced her to stop pressing charges so that he can actually schedule this Jake Paul fight. Because it was announced the day after the charge.
And now, new reports say Ryan Garcia's name has surfaced as a potential replacement to face Jake Paul. Garcia has had his fair share of online spats with the Paul brothers, so fans think it could be a wild matchup. However, Garcia's promoter, Oscar de la Hoya, isn't exactly on board with that idea.
What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. So I wake up to calls from reporters asking me about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan
De La Hoya explained in a video shared by Fight Hub TV, saying, Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. That's the bottom line. Those two platforms don't mix. He added that despite fan excitement, a Garcia versus Paul fight just isn't possible due to exclusive broadcast deals.
is probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No. You have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced by me, who he's fighting, and when he's fighting next.
Anticipating a reaction from Garcia, De La Hoya clarified further, saying, Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan has a contract with Golden Boy. That's business. He might complain I'm stopping him from making money, but these are legal agreements. That's just how it works. Still, he hinted that an update on Garcia's next fight is coming very soon.
What's your take on the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight? What was your opinion on that?
It was all right, you know. It's
Faking.
kind of like what it was.
Mr. Fake.
You know.
If Jake Paul calls you for early next year, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's run that.
And now, that next fight might already be in motion. Boxing insider Mike Coppinger reports that Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios are closing in on a deal for a WBC welterweight title fight in early 2026. Both Golden Boy Promotions and PBC are said to be exchanging contracts. Meanwhile, MVP reiterated that they're still reviewing the Gervonta Davis situation before making any final decisions.
You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced by me, who he's fighting, and when he's fighting next.